How to stop procrastination. Most people think procrastination is just laziness. They believe they lack discipline or motivation. But this is not true. Procrastination is not a personality problem. It is a behavioral pattern. It is something your brain has learned over time. When you delay important tasks, your brain is not trying to destroy your life. It is trying to protect you from discomfort. The problem is that this protection becomes a trap. You avoid the task to feel better now, but you feel worse later. This creates a cycle that repeats every day. The real reason you procrastinate is because your brain is designed to seek comfort and avoid effort. When you face a task that feels difficult, unclear, or stressful, your brain looks for an easier option. That is why you open your phone, scroll through social media, or do small, unimportant tasks. These activities give you instant satisfaction. They release dopamine, which makes you feel good quickly. But this feeling is temporary, and it slowly destroys your ability to focus and take action on what truly matters. Another important reason for procrastination is the size of your goals. When a task feels too big, your brain cannot process it clearly. For example, saying I need to build a business, or I need to change my life, creates pressure and confusion. Your brain does not know where to start, so it chooses to do nothing. This is not because you are weak, but because the task is not defined. Clarity is essential. Without clarity, action becomes difficult. Fear also plays a major role in procrastination. Many people do not realize it, but they are not avoiding the task itself. They are avoiding what the task represents. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. These fears create resistance. Even if you want to act, something inside you stops you. This internal conflict drains your energy and keeps you stuck. To stop procrastination, you need to change your approach completely. You do not need more motivation. You need a system that works, even when you do not feel like working. The first step is to reduce the size of the task. Instead of thinking about the final result, focus on the smallest possible action. If you want to work for 2 hours, start with 5 minutes. If you want to build something big, start with one simple step. This removes pressure and makes it easier for your brain to accept the task. Once you start, something powerful happens. Your brain shifts from resistance to engagement. Action creates momentum. This is why starting is always the hardest part. When you remove the pressure of doing everything and focus only on starting, you break the cycle of procrastination. Over time, this builds a new habit. The habit of taking action. Your environment also has a strong influence on your behavior. If your phone is always near you, if notifications are constantly interrupting you, your focus will be weak. You cannot expect to be productive in an environment designed for distraction. To improve your focus, you must design your environment intentionally. Put your phone away. Create a clean workspace. Reduce noise. Make it easier to work and harder to get distracted. Small changes in your environment can create big changes in your behavior. Another key factor is how you manage your time and energy. Many people try to work when they are tired, distracted, or mentally exhausted. This makes tasks feel harder than they really are. Instead, you should identify your most productive moments during the day and use that time for important work. When your energy is high, your resistance is lower, and your ability to focus improves naturally. To truly stop procrastination, you also need to change your identity. As long as you see yourself as someone who delays, you will continue to act that way. But if you start to see yourself as someone who takes action, even in small ways, your behavior will change. Identity is powerful. Every small action you take is proof that you are becoming a different person. Over time, this creates confidence and consistency. It is also important to accept that you will not always feel ready. You will have days where you feel tired, unmotivated, or distracted. This is normal. Waiting for the perfect moment is a mistake. The perfect moment does not exist. What matters is your ability to act, despite how you feel. This is what separates people who grow from those who stay stuck. In the end, stopping procrastination is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about doing something consistently. Small actions, repeated every day, create progress. Progress creates motivation, and motivation becomes a result, not a requirement. When you understand this, you stop waiting and you stop building. If you apply these principles, your relationship with work and action will change. You will no longer depend on motivation. You will no longer feel stuck. Instead, you will move forward, step by step, with clarity and control. And that is how real progress is built. Start today. Even one small action is enough to break the cycle. Follow for real growth.